Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all doing? So it's Monday afternoon. Fuzzy's working a night shift tonight. It's also Menthol Monday. Haven't done one of those in a while, so I thought, well, we'll swing through and do a Menthol Monday. And, that's always a fun thing to do. Well, anytime's a fun day for menthol, right? Good stuff. So to cover the menthol part of it, we're just going to jump in and use, some skin bracer here. Quintessential old guy smell. I mean, I know Old Spice is old guy, Brute's old guy, some of this other stuff, Stetson, whatever, but this stuff is old guy. That's pretty much what I stress for. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much what we're looking for. So, a couple of days worth of growth here going on, and going to get rid of it. Now, I was looking for one of my favorite lather catchers, or one of my, I call it more favorite. I don't use it a whole lot. My Crew Steel. And it's in a really nice case, and it's a really nice looking set, and it's yada 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 yada, and it is disappeared. I don't know where the thing went. I've looked all over, and it's under a pile of something that's piled up on something, because I got way too much stuff in the apartment, so everything kind of has to pile up. Yeah, that's my place. And so it's under something somewhere. I will eventually find it. So I got to looking around, and as I was digging around, I found some interesting stuff that I haven't used in a while. But I ran across this little sweetheart. That's right. That right there is an open comb Damascene. The OC Dammy. And if you haven't shaved with one, then you might not know what I'm talking about. But that is one awesome shaving razor. It's got the concave top here, the curved top like some of the 1912s had. And it is, it's a 1912 basically. But it was made, for the Damascene blades. And they made it an open comb instead of the closed comb of the regular, 1912s like that. They made it an open comb, which is really, really nice. Now, a lot of time people automatically equate open comb with aggressive, and that's not really true at all. That's not what causes aggressiveness. So anyway, they're not super aggressive razors in my opinion. Very efficient razors. They do a really good job, and it's just really, really, really a nice shave that I haven't done in a while. I've got some other, matter of fact, you may remember I do have one curved top 1912 with the regular comb on it. Nice shaving razor. Now, does the comb top do anything at all for the shaving? No. It really doesn't. It looks cool, and I really like it, and somewhere down the line I'll probably say I like using it more or whatever, but as far as the actual shave goes, it's not the top that's doing the cutting, it's the blade that's doing the cutting. All the frame is doing is holding the blade so you can get a good angle and shave. So it doesn't really do anything. This looks pretty cool, I think. I think that slope, that curve in it and everything, I think that's just a really, really nice top. But when the rubber meets the road, not that big a difference. So I spend more time sometimes, and I don't think I'm the only one, going through stuff and deciding what I'm going to shave with than actually, the time of the shave. So I was digging around and I ran across this. This is VDH, and this is the Select, I believe. I think the Select was the white, and you had the Deluxe that was the pinkish color. I've got some of that, and this, I believe, is the Deluxe. I've had it a while. This was what I used to carry, one of my travel soaps. I had Williams in a cup like this, and I've got this one and a couple other. Matter of fact, I even ran across some old C&E Sandalwood, Crabtree and Evelyn, I believe it was called, and I haven't shaved with this stuff in years. Really interesting sandalwood scent. It was a really good soap. We'll try it again during the week. I haven't used it in a while, but we'll take some time to try it. Why I didn't do it today, I don't know. I'd already decided on the VDH. This is the VDH back when it was actually a Texas company. I think VDH is part of the Univar now, if I'm not mistaken. Univar bought up a bunch of stuff, and I think that's one of the ones it bought up. So for a brush today, I was digging around. I ran across my horse brush. This is a V-Long horse. I don't remember the number or the name or whatever. It's just, it's part mane, part tail hair. And I like a horse brush. I really do. I've got one that's a really cheap Chinese horse brush, and it's more floppy and it sheds all over the damn place, and I like it. Still like it even for that. This one though, I haven't had any problem with shedding. It compares a lot to a boar brush. I don't think I can, if I were to be blindfolded and be lathering with one or the other, I don't think I could tell which was a horse, which was a boar. I really don't. But, you know, so not that big a deal anyway. Got me some Cafe Bustelo going. And in the entrance to fair advertising, it's instant Cafe Bustelo. I had found a place here a while back that had some of the jars of the instant, and I picked some up. So this is the instant Cafe Bustelo. So we'll get a good wipe down here. Slept in a little bit this morning. I worked yesterday day shift, so I got off last night and I didn't have to go back to work till tonight. So it's 24 hours between getting off and going back to work. So it's kind of like having a day off, right? I'll go for it. And I slept in a little bit this morning. We got up, and the restaurants are starting to open back up some and everything. Today is June 1st, so the governor is supposed to decide how much more stuff we're going to open. And, you know, time to get back at it. I understand the whole thing. There might be a second surge or whatever, but look, we got to get back going. That's just all there is to it. We've done all the damage we can do, and we got to get things back open and get going. And sometimes that's just how it goes. By golly. So get us a little lather going. Like I said, the horse brush and a boar brush, I can't tell a whole lot of difference between them. I really can't. They both lather stuff up good. You know, the VDH is easy to lather. Nothing wrong with it. And as a matter of fact, I got to thinking, I still got a few of the VDH deluxe kits. You know, it's the boar brush. Now, what they did was, sometime here a while back, they changed the handle on the brush to a cheaper type handle. Now, they never were really expensive looking anyway. We can all agree on that. But it's even cheaper looking now. But it's still a boar brush. Then you get the soap, and then you get the green cup that's got the blue on the inside. I've got a couple of those sets. They call it a basic now. That's what VDH is calling their basic set. And which is fine with me. I like basic. I'm a pretty basic kind of guy, I guess. Alrighty, so we'll get us some soap loaded up there, and we'll go make some lather here. Works really well. Really well. So I'm trying to decide what to do for my birthday shave. My birthday is coming up a couple of days. Wednesday, as a matter of fact, is my birthday. And that'd be my number 51. Just another day, right? 51 is not anything spectacular, although it is kind of spectacular to make it to 51. That puts me over half 100 years old. So anyway, good stuff. So I'm trying to decide what to do on that day. Williams is a given. It's a Wednesday anyway, so Williams Wednesday is a given. And with Williams, I'm thinking probably some Aquavella Ice Blue to go with it. Williams and Aquavella, that's classic, right? Gotta have that. So I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. But as far as a razor goes, that's the hard part. Definitely going to be a boar brush, probably my Smog 1305. And although I may actually, my granddad, I have a boar brush of his that was a Surrey. I may actually break out his brush and use it. And I had thought about, well, you know, it's birthday, yada, 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 maybe I'll break out granddad's. I've got my other granddad's, my dad's 1957 Super Speed. And I may break that out. But I get to thinking, yeah, I think I need to do a shave that I can put over on Toast 3. Toast 3 is up and running. TOST3.com is up and running. It ain't pretty. We ain't dressed it up. It's still running the simple color scheme and everything of my BB. But it is falling into place, and we've got things, you know, pretty well going. So I think I want to do a post over there. So that brings up, well, what do we use for a razor for that? And we'll work on that as the day goes. Today, we're using the open comb damage scheme. Now this blade has got 4 or 5 shaves on it, but it should still be okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be just fine. See if you can hear this. One thing I love about a good razor is the audio feedback. And I know people talk about his blade chatter, and they act like it's not a good thing. But I love a blade I can hear working. Some more so than others. Well, what I should have said were some are a lot louder than others. This one's not the loudest. It's definitely not the quietest, as you heard maybe. We'll get through it. And of course it's slicing through the old whisker like butter. Now someone made a statement the other day that I didn't have a heavy beard, that I didn't have a coarse beard, that they acted like it was a really fine beard. Because it's light color don't make it fine. Now, I don't know. I've mentioned that a few times, so maybe that got me a little bit. That's okay though. Trimmed up around the goatee. Alrighty. And we can dive right in for round number 2. For the across the grain shave. Alright. Still plenty of ladder. There's nothing wrong with the ladder from VDH. I don't know if it's any different these days. I don't know if I've tried it since it was bought out. But definitely never had been anything wrong. Even their luxury soap, I think they call it, the last one that they had it in the black apostrophe cup or whatever it's called. I don't know. I mean, I used it. It worked okay, but wasn't my favorite. But even though it wasn't my favorite, it still lathered fine. I've never had any problem. I've given away a lot of starter kits to newer folks getting into wet shaving using the VDH because it is easy to lather. It does make good lather. And it's nice. Alrighty. Love the open comb Damascene. Having a Damascene is a pretty neat thing if you're a single edge guy. Having an open comb Damascene is really a neat thing. One of our members, everybody's heard me talking about him before, Tom White. He's the one that invented the Tensor, the one that we ended up doing a 3D printing on. And he's several other razors. He's got a razor that uses injector blades, I believe, that's he's working on now. But anyway, he at one time went through and he was finding them. Every time you turn around, he'd find another open comb Dammy. I think he had 6 or 7 at one time. So it's just funny how sometimes things fall apart and you find stuff easy. It just shows up. I've had that happen with certain things that I've wanted. I'd wait for them and look around and all of a sudden there it was, and no one really be paying attention and get it at a good price. That's fun. I haven't been buying razors for quite some time because I've pretty much got. The only thing I don't have that I really want is a Gem Elite. And I don't have one of those that had the celluloid handle. And every one of those I've ever found went for more than I wanted to pay for it. So I've never found one that I actually was able to get a hold of. But one of these days, I will. I've been looking. I ain't found one yet. Alright, a little bit of witch hazel here. And someone the other day was talking about they had tried the Thayer's witch hazel and they liked it better. And that's great. I think the cheap stuff does good. They often complain about the cheap stuff is the smell. Well, yeah, okay. So it does kind of have a musty basement smell to it. I'll agree with that. But it's not like it's on for very long, and or anything like that. So we'll just do our normal little dress up here, and away we go. I noticed the other day also, it's been a while since I've been off on a good rant. Wonder if my manners have improved a little bit, maybe. Probably not. Probably not. But anyway, here's a couple things I can rant about, but I try not to get into the political stuff on here because that invites all kinds of ignorant stuff in the, well, looky there. Boy, I got that quite uneven. There we go. That'll dress it up. Yeah, getting into political stuff invites all kinds of comments and stuff that we just don't need to deal with. So we're not going to rant on any of that stuff right now. Although I did notice today while I was having lunch that ESPN has decided it's a political channel instead of a sports channel now. Just in case you hadn't caught that, you know, give you a heads up. But anyway, so there we go. Menthol Monday with an open comb Damascene. Got a little holster wear on it. Little character to it, I like to call it. It's just like a regular 1912 and how it opens and how the blade goes in and out and everything. VDH does, I think it's Select soap. And if I remember correctly, in the epitome of the old guy smell, Menin Skin Bracer. Aha. The real stuff, not one of the store knockoffs or anything like that, although I've had plenty of those that were good. This is the real stuff, the actual Menin Skin Bracer. And can I show you something that could fall into the category of something I have that you probably don't have? Can I show you a little something on that? Hold up just a second, let me reach over here. Speaking of Skin Bracer, they had a flavor out called Cool Spice. I don't know when they quit making it, but I've got some. Matter of fact, I've got a bottle of this that's still in the box with the cellophane around it. You have Cool Spice? Fuzzy has Cool Spice. I'll even use it here before too long. Now, that being said, I understand why they quit making it. It's not really that spectacular of a scent or anything. But anyway, that just falls into the category of I've got it and maybe you don't. Maybe you do. Works for me. All right. Well, there we go. That's today. Y'all have a good day. Hope you're safe wherever you are. When it starts getting dark, drop the hole, pull the cover over you, because there's some weird things going on. Weird things, folks, going on. And everybody needs to be watchful of and careful of and do what you got to do to protect yourself, because in the end, you're what you got. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, happy shaves to you.